popular ghost stories that are often cited as being particularly frightening or shocking. The Black Dahlia House. This is a story about a house in Los Angeles where the infamous Black Dahlia murder took place in 1947. The murder remains unsolved, and the house is said to be haunted by the ghost of Elizabeth Short, the victim. People who have visited the house have reported strange noises, ghostly apparitions, and an overall sense of unease. The Amityville Horror. This is a story about a family who moves into a new home in Long Island, New York, only to be terrorized by paranormal activity. According to the story, the previous residents of the house had been murdered by one of their own. The family who moved in claimed to have experienced strange noises, foul odors, and other ghostly activity. The Enfield Haunting. This is a true story about a family in Enfield, England who reported strange and frightening ghostly activity in their home in the late 1970s. The family claimed that they witnessed objects moving on their own, heard unexplained noises, and saw ghostly apparitions. The case was investigated by paranormal researchers and remains one of the most well-documented ghostly events in recent history. The Winchester Mystery House. This is a story about a house in San Jose, California that was built by Sarah Winchester, the widow of the inventor of the Winchester rifle. According to legend, Sarah believed that she was haunted by the spirits of those killed by the rifle, and she began building a sprawling mansion to appease them. The house is said to be full of strange and frightening architectural features, and it remains a popular destination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts. The Black Dahlia murder is one of the most infamous unsolved crimes in American history. The case involves the brutal murder of Elizabeth Short, a young woman who was found dead in Los Angeles in 1947. Her body had been mutilated and bisected at the waist, leading to widespread media coverage and public outrage. The Black Dahlia murder has been the subject of countless books, articles, and movies, and the case remains one of the most mysterious and intriguing in American criminal history. In terms of the ghost story associated with the case, some people believe that the spirit of Elizabeth Short still haunts the site where her body was found. According to these accounts, people who have visited the location where Short's body was found have reported feeling a sense of unease, hearing strange noises, and even seeing ghostly apparitions. Some claim that they have felt the presence of a ghostly figure, while others have reported feeling cold spots or being physically touched by an unseen force. While there is no solid evidence to support the idea that Elizabeth Short's ghost haunts the site of her murder, the story continues to be a popular one among fans of the paranormal, whether you believe in the existence of ghosts or not. The Black Dahlia murder remains one of the most shocking and intriguing true crime stories of all time. Amityville Horror is a story about a family who moves into a new home in Long Island, New York, only to be terrorized by paranormal activity. The story goes that in November 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his parents and 4 siblings in the home, which was located at 112 Ocean Avenue in the town of Amityville. A year later, in December 1975, George and Kathy Lutz, a young couple with 3 children, moved into the home. According to the story, The Lutzes soon began to experience strange and frightening paranormal activity, including strange noises, foul odors, and ghostly apparitions. They claimed that the house was haunted by the spirits of the murdered DeFeo family and that they were being tormented by evil entities. The story of the Amityville Horror became a best-selling book by J. Anson in 1977 and was later adapted into a movie. Despite some skepticism about the veracity of the Lutzes' claims, the story has continued to captivate audiences and remains one of the most famous and well-known ghost stories of all time. It's important to note that the story of the Amityville Horror has been the subject of much controversy and debate over the years. While some people believe that the Lutzes' story is true and that the house is indeed haunted, others have pointed out inconsistencies and contradictions in their accounts, leading some to conclude that the story was either exaggerated or entirely fabricated. Despite this, the story continues to be a popular topic of interest and speculation in the world of paranormal research. The Enfield haunting is a true ghost story that took place in Enfield, England in the late 1970s. The story involves a single mother named Peggy Hodgson and her children, who claimed to be experiencing strange and frightening paranormal activity in their council house in Enfield. According to the accounts, the ghostly activity began with small disturbance such as strange noises, objects moving on their own, and unexplained footsteps. However, the activity soon escalated to include the physical manipulation of objects, ghostly apparitions, and even poltergeist activity, with the children being thrown from their beds and objects being thrown across rooms. The case of the Enfield haunting attracted widespread media attention and was investigated by paranormal researchers, including the famous paranormal investigator Ed Warren. The events at the Enfield house were recorded in detail and remain one of the most well-documented ghostly events in recent history. The Enfield haunting has been the subject of much debate and speculation over the years, with some people dismissing the events as hoaxes perpetrated by the children, while others believe that the ghostly activity was genuine and that the house was indeed haunted. Regardless of one's beliefs about the paranormal, the Enfield haunting remains a fascinating and intriguing ghost story that continues to captivate audiences to this day. The Winchester Mystery House is a Victorian mansion located in San Jose, California, that was once the home of Sarah Winchester, the widow of gun magnate William Wirt Winchester. The house is famous for its strange and confusing architectural design, which includes 160 rooms, secret passages, staircases that lead to nowhere, and doors that open onto walls. According to the legend, Sarah Winchester was haunted by the spirits of those who had been killed by Winchester rifles, and she believed that the only way to escape their wrath was to continually build onto her house. As a result, she oversaw the construction of the Winchester Mystery House for 38 years, adding rooms, staircases, and passages to the already sprawling mansion. Today, the Winchester Mystery House is a popular tourist attraction and is considered one of the most haunted places in America. Visitors to the house have reported strange noises, ghostly apparitions, and feelings of unease, leading some to believe that the house is indeed haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. While there is no solid evidence to support the idea that the house is haunted, the legend of the Winchester Mystery House continues to capture the imagination of those interested in the paranormal. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, The story of Sarah Winchester and the bizarre architectural design of the Winchester Mystery House remain fascinating and intriguing examples of American folklore.